Hello. We met for about 4 hours with a couple of short breaks. Through for the day, unless somebody has a different idea in terms of face-to-face meetings, things to work on in terms of what we've done today, what we did yesterday, plan to get back together tomorrow, probably 10:30ish. Not sure exactly what time, and could cover a number of different subjects tomorrow.
This focus mostly just on HRR issues?
Today was mainly on HRR issues, definitions, clarifications, and so forth.
And are we getting clarifications?
Oh, we had a frank exchange of views.
What does that mean?
It means we each expressed our positions in terms of some potential changes and how we thought the current agreement was working.
Is the core to this still trying to get to a definitive HRR answer of what it all is?
I don't know that I'd say that's the core. I mean, obviously there's a lot of issues, including the core economic issues, which we have to get back to sometime.
Do you feel that those issues needs to be resolved first before we're going to talk about or made a new CBA offer?
I'm sorry, I didn't follow the question.
Do you think those issues that today was obviously raised, you need to make sure that they're going to be resolved before?
All issues have to be resolved before you have an agreement. I don't think we have any particular conditions as to what issues have to be resolved in which order.
Does the fact that you're talking about HR and sort of interpreting how much money is in the pot, is that a positive thing just by way of discussing these economic issues, whereas they haven't been discussed?
It's a positive thing that we're talking and that we weren't talking for some time.
I think we're getting to a better common ground now than yesterday.
We're continuing the dialogue. It's very much an up and down process, so it's hard to say, but it's good that we're talking. We're going to talk again tomorrow, hopefully for quite a while.
Did you expect to reach an agreement on HRR in terms of the definitions of HRR today?
No.
Why not? Like, is it one of these things where you need to go back and do the math, basically, on what each exclusion or inclusion costs?
It's too complicated for a soundbite, but there's a lot of issues that they've raised, a few that we've raised. The language is a bit complex, and we have to think about how it would alter things if we agreed to other things and disagreed with others.
So tomorrow will be on HRR too?
No, not necessarily. We may get back to HRR later in the day, but we're also going to talk tomorrow about some of the hockey issues and some miscellaneous legal issues related to the grievance procedure and other things. And if we have enough time, we may get back to HRR issues late in the day.
Are you hopeful, Stephen, that maybe this can move over to Monday and just keep going here? Or?
I'm always hopeful. We're always willing to meet, and we don't put any conditions on whether we will meet. So we'll see. It's good that we're meeting.
It's part of the HRR difficulty, the fact that there's different things that weren't there 6 years ago and maybe in the next 6 years?
Well, it's the whole process is a bit complicated when you're trying to define revenue streams and what should be in and what should be out. So,
I mean, has that conversation changed? Like, I guess a few weeks ago they agreed to use the existing definition of HRR.
It's a bit complicated between the fact that their most recent economic offer says they'll go back to the current definitions, but yet they are seeking some changes or clarifications in what the current definitions are. So I don't really want to get into it and parse it in any great detail. Anything else?
Are they significant changes? Like, are they changes that have a big material impact?
One of the things we have to do is go back and talk to Don and the players and come to some conclusion about that.
Thank you.
Thanks.